Hello everyone, and welcome back to Talos Principle 2, where today we're going to explore this place. Let's go.
Hello there, Byron. What can I do for you?
I don't know if I got through to Athena. Things are going very wrong in this city, and she has to do something about it.
Does she?
Who else are they going to listen to?
Well, I don't know. How about you?
I'm an explorer, Cornelius, not a leader. I don't know how to convince anyone.
So? Do you think Athena and I are somehow different? We're just people, Byron. We're no wiser than you are, just a little older.
I'm like mildly annoyed by how good this place looks. This game is such a mishmash of either a swamp or the most beautiful area you've ever seen in your life. Like, there's no middle ground. Absolutely gorgeous area. It's sort of incredible. Anyway, that's how Byron became king of the land. Thanks to the Purple Podcast. Let's go do puzzle number 1. Let's go walk around puzzle number 1. Let's go acknowledge that there's a big structure around puzzle number 1. With a strange little circle around it. There's a hole right there. There's a tree right there. Very good. Very nice. Can we climb this? Possibly. Very likely, actually. Ah, the sneezes are already starting. This is going to be a nightmare. Maybe. Let's put that on the maybe pile for now. I'm wondering what that big round is that's protruding out of the puzzle. It is you, activator. Universal activation. Good. We've activated the force field. Can we deactivate something with our universal deactivator as well? Unsure. What is this? Ah. Ooh, that's cool. Alright. And we got red activator as well. I'm guessing that means that this doesn't work. Yeah. Ah. Ooh. Alright. So over here we have giant mountains. Possibly climbable. Yeah, there's little bits and pieces here, which one could argue can be tamed to a persistent enough explorer, but I'm not really feeling it. I think you're probably good though, and then you could go all the way around and finish the puzzle in a way that was definitely intended. Does this work? No. Can I reach this with my circle if I have enough persistence? I'm gonna say probably not. Can I aim you at you? No. Can I extend this? Yes. Alright. Yeah, so going around this puzzle seems like 100% the way to go. If one were to be feeling a little silly goofy. It does stay. Alright, so this will probably work then, yeah? I do this. Then I can move this. Bada bing, bada boom. Very nice. But do you need to do all of that? Only one way to find out. I mean, there's a lot of cliffs in this. And of course, I'll deal with the rest of that puzzle in a second. But I feel like you could probably just do something like this, yeah? Maybe get on top of this. It's surprisingly slippy again at the top there. That's, you know, mildly annoying. Alright, let's just go beat the puzzle. And move on before I genuinely just forget about beating puzzle number 1. A likelihood.
I just wanted to say that I appreciate the work all of you have been doing. I know I'm not a natural leader like Byron, but it means a lot to me that you've stuck with me.
I'm glad that he says appreciates my work as I am jumping around. Like the most joyous clown. Now, important business. Because I would like to have one of these outside of the puzzle because they seem pretty damn useful. But so far, the wall inspection has been... well, it was certainly an attempt at a wall. And we gotta give it that. There's a new mechanic, there's a beautiful world. I can't really be too mad. I'm having a good time just walking around the place. I'm a bit worried I'm gonna fall off a cliff somewhere along the line, but... what's the worst that could happen? Death, I suppose. We might have reached the permadeath portion of the game, and that would be a interesting puzzle mechanic to add, like, right near the end. That you just have to play the whole game again. It genuinely would take not super long, I think, to replay through the entire thing, knowing what you've done in the past, really. Because while even my unorthodox puzzle solutions can be a bit difficult to replicate at times, there's certainly... well, once you've done the rest of the puzzles, it's generally a lot easier to do the earlier puzzles again. Once you get a better understanding of the mechanics and whatnot. So it's, you'll figure it out if they suddenly decide to add permadeath. It would be an odd choice, I'll give you that. I feel like people wouldn't be reviewing it as positively if they were to suddenly spring, unprompted, a permadeath mechanic into the game. But maybe people just didn't get that far, you know? Maybe they saw the puzzles, they were like, ooh, swamps, and they were just sold instantly. Certainly a possibility in this world. But, who's to say, I suppose, we'll figure out if they add a permadeath mechanic later on as we progress through the game, but somewhere I'm expecting that to be unlikely. So it's probably gonna be fair enough. Let's go see puzzle number 2 has anything so far. I'm having a good time just sort of jumping around, really. Music's nice. I don't know how big the soundtrack of this game actually even is. No, I can, no, it sounds like I could activate something. At least the circle keeps sticking out a little bit more than perhaps is intended. Which is unusual. Can I take something into this puzzle? Wall inspection. Oh, this already looks like a very good wall. Look at those triangles. Very good. Beautiful. How about on this side, though? Can't quite as easily look through the wall. Ooh, that looked like a... yeah, it did look like a... little bit tricky to actually see that it is possible from that side. I feel like this side might be... I was gonna say, yeah, a bit more obvious because you can at least see the leg. But certainly, the wall inspection is crying today. What was the name of this puzzle? Chain reaction. Alright, well. What could possibly happen here? Does this count as a door? Can you open these with that? Well, not like this, obviously, but... if I were to put it like here, does this... just haven't seen anything that can really do anything with these sort of fence things, so it's unusual to see them used in such a manner. I mean, this is something I got at least have to try. I mean, it's right next to the door. You can't just silence. As far as mechanics go, I don't love the sound effects on this one if you keep walking back and forth next to a door, but I can't really be too mad about it. Why are all the plants spinning? Maybe that's why we saw some weird shadows the other time. Wait, what? How does that work? It's when they're perceived, they start moving. Do they stop after? What is happening here? Why is everything moving around? I don't understand this game sometimes. It's just what, like, is it an angle thing? Like, what is happening here? I don't know. This is a whole new one. I don't know if this is part of the new mechanic as well, that it somehow makes everything wiggle. Also, I guess I just skipped the entire puzzle, but that's besides the point, ultimately. Just for fun, let's say it would be something along the lines of... oh, we opened the door when we put it over here. Something like that. How would we open that, actually? All the way over here? Something like that, yeah? And this one could go all the way over here. That would probably hit the door, as you can see over there, and then you'd somehow figure out a way to deal with this. Oh, I guess from there you could do something like this, yeah? And that goes through the fence, and then you can just bada bing, bada boom. And just get it all the way over here, or something like that. Yeah, that looks like a proper solution. Now, having said that, you can go quite far up here, as it turns out. And I'm curious... you can probably get stuck if you really wanted to, but that's not really my goal. From this side, it seems a little bit easier to get on top of the wall as well. So, with that in mind, I am going to try to keep things out of range or in range of each other, because my god, it makes so much sound. It's a lot of continuous noise when you're walking around with this, and I don't love it. Like something like this, yeah? And then, whoop. Oh, this doesn't really go anywhere where I want it to go, though. I just feel like there's a lot of holes in this puzzle, and usually, yeah, that just means that you can take whatever you want if they didn't block off the holes correctly. But I also feel like that makes it a lot easier to take things into. If we need activators, we're good. We got a good collection of them, slowly but surely building up. If we need to create our own chain reaction across the whole island, so far we can take every activator from every puzzle we've seen so far. Admittedly, it's only 2 puzzles, but still a surprising amount. Can we get into the statue's ear? Because it seems plausible. I want to climb at least one statue if I can, because it seems like I almost have to, you know? They're placed here for a purpose. Not just for great aesthetic reasons, it's just, they were meant to be climbed like the mountain goat of our past. People keep calling us humans, but realistically, mountain goats would probably be a better description of the kind of creature that I am in this game. It would honestly be a fitting way to describe the character that we play as. Little Wonky the mountain goat. I would pet Wonky and be destroyed for it by Wonky's mighty horns. But it certainly would be a memorable experience at the end of the day. I am trying to jump on this, but I am just sort of sliding all over the place when I'm anywhere even near here. Perhaps Mountain Goat is not my title this day. Because for a rocky mountain, it is surprisingly irritating to get any headway into any of this. It's all very slippy. As per standard, you're not meant to be here tradition. What is down here, though? Oh, secret caves for sure. If that isn't death, I'd be just impressed, really, but... Do you think it does go all the way? Oh yeah, you can actually see it go all the way down there. It's over there, though. You see it? Yeah, that's nice. What do we got? Numbers. Time. Mitku. Good. Alright, let's go die. Not yet death. Promising. Could be good. Most hidden flame in the game so far, perhaps. Or postponed death. I'm gonna say probably that one, but we'll see. Because this seems... It's going on for a surprisingly long amount of time, I'll give you that, but... The music suddenly changed, but again, that doesn't immediately mean anything. It's nice. Well, you can really keep going here, eh? God, that caught me so off guard. I was just enjoying the music. Jesus, I was not ready for that whatsoever. Like, I knew it was probably going to happen, but not there. Oh my God. This game's going to be the end of me at the end of this. Jeez, it is... That was a good jump scare, I'll tell you that much. Horror games got nothing on this. Just like the most calming music from a sudden musical transition. I was like, oh no, actually though. That's it. You've walked far enough. Whew. Alright. Permeability. Oh my God. Let me take a moment to calm down. God, that was so much. That was so unnecessary. Let me put you over here. Inside the puzzle wall inspection, someone's gotta do them. Just make sure everything's up to code as per standard. The moment I feel like I can look through a wall this much, it usually means yeah. If I can't see the purple triangles immediately, it generally just means like, yeah, you can just have this, it's yours now. Anyway. We have blue, we have driller, we have final beam. Can I mean, the most I could probably do with it is this, but there is a fence here. There you go. Ladder to the other side, I reckon, yeah. Driller here. Not quite reaching it. No, I am. I could probably have placed this a little bit less awkward, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But I think I need both? Probably. I'm gonna go with probably on that one, so... Oh, I guess I could get this one pretty easily now, eh? With this? Yeah. I'm not 100% sure if I if I did that sort of intended or not, but that's fine. It worked out the way we did it. But how do I get it all? Oh, wait. I feel like this is like a weird mechanic that really is practically intended to be a bit stronger than it feels like it should be, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm getting... If you have a top-down view of any puzzle, I feel like you could just speed through all of this. Because that's sort of...
I must admit, these truly are astonishing sights. But what on earth is any of it good for? Why not just let mountains be mountains?
I'll be honest, I did wonder that in the previous video as well. About the buildings that sort of look like screws. Why is everything so wobbly? Is it really just this mechanic that's causing this? Like, if I move this out of the way, and I go back here. No, everything just starts mega wobbling the moment I look at it. For a minute, what is that? Is that a graphical setting, or am I just losing my mind? Both equally plausible. Anyway, on we go. Where are we going? 4? That way? I guess we came from this way, yeah? But I don't know. I mean, if you could create something like this with the help of basically no people, just sort of vibe and create a nice little shape. Yeah. Create some nice little shapes, you know, just at least in a video game. I get this is meant to be like, ooh, what if all of humans died out in the real life? But for the purpose of aesthetic in basically a painting, I would say that I'm okay with it. in general real life situations, probably for the best. It's genuinely a fair comment, but I mean that's not the deal that we're dealing with right now, is it? We are dealing with whole different deals right now. We're dealing with video deals. I feel like there's something here. This is a big area. There is that? What is that? I heard a plimp, as if I was targeting a beam thing, which is probably somewhere here. Is this not the... Yeah, this is the beam one. But where is the beam? I heard it. From a distance. But now I am... I mean, there's a thing right there. But does this point at any I mean, we'll figure it out. I mean, I guess I'll just follow the lines, yeah? In a second at least, once I've looked around here a little bit. Make sure that there's no secret flames and whatnot. God, I hate this so much. Because right now, very obvious where the line is. Then I move, and then while moving, it becomes basically invisible. So I have to stand still every now and then to see if I'm still going in the right direction of the line that I'm trying to chase. And it is... something weird about the graphics in this game, man. I don't know what the deal is exactly, but I feel like something's just not working the way it should be working, you know? The exit's right there. What puzzle is this? 4? Seems like it. I'll do the puzzle first. I mean, obviously we could just jump in as you saw, but let's play the game for a little bit. There was a thing here, which that would give me a driller rather, and I mean, I guess I could easily get it with one of the puzzle pieces that's outside. Can I? Ooh, jammer. Ooh, that would be really nice to have outside, actually. It would certainly be a lot easier if I have this jammer available to me. It doesn't look like I can do that from that side, though. This side, maybe. I feel like this side never works. Never mind. Alright, cool. So we can get ourselves this driller. I was sort of planning to not do it like that. Like, I was expecting that you'd be able to get... hang on, let me just put this back where I found it. So impossible to see like this, though. Please don't pay attention to all the spinning plants everywhere. I'll just leave it here. This is probably fine. Like, I was planning to use one of these activators just sort of near a wall, and I assumed you would be able to get the thing there that way. I'm gonna need the jammer, aren't I? Dang. Alright. We got a moving platform. We are on puzzle number 4, right? Conveyance. Yeah. Alright, let me try this one more time for 1 second. How hard could it be to get the puzzle piece back in there, you would say, to me? As it turns out, how did I even get this out? The wall there is so solid. Was it this side? That's surprising. It really actually looked like I wouldn't be able to do that now that I looked at it a bit more closely, but somehow I did manage to sort of push it through this, which sort of makes me question how that's even possible, because the purple goes on for a bit. I guess I just happened to find that one weird little angle, one weird little pixel, where life just sort of works out. I'm just gonna load a checkpoint. This isn't... This is a slightly more tedious endeavor than I anticipated. Alright. Blam. How do I... Alright. Something like this, and then... Boop. And then... Oh, can I hit both? I do actually quite like this mechanic, so I'm trying to do things at least a little more normally than usual. Even though I know that the option is there that the... you can just steal everything all the time. Right. And with steal everything all the time, I mean, you can just jump into the exit every single time so far, and I'm certainly not against using that once the times get tough, but I feel like the times have only just started, and I kind of want to enjoy the place that we're in right now. So, we're just going to leave that alone for a bit. Do I have red? Where's the connector? Oh, there it is. So we can stop this. Where were we? I'm a little lost, I'll tell you that much. Oh, I guess I can just activate it with this? Oh, right. Yeah, I feel like it's not a bad idea to sort of understand how these mechanics work while I'm here. That's gonna stop in a second, and then we just reactivate it like here. I don't know if we can open this fence with that as well. Yeah, I figured as much. You can, alright. Like, this is like a whole new world that's opening up. And exploring that world for at least a second probably ain't a bad idea. You can go a little further than that, though. And then, we simply jump to the other side. Right, so. That'll stay open. Don't need the jammer for that. Do I need the jammer for anything here? Not sure. I kind of need this thing. I need this thing to be a little... Wait, this thing's actually quite slow. How slow is this really, though? Like, if I have this here... Okay, so it looks slow, but it isn't. It just seems that way. However, we've done wall inspections on other things before. We can do a wall inspection over here. I mean, this is a terrible idea, because if it goes wrong, then I'm basically stuck, but... It's a wall inspection on a level that I'm not doing enough, I feel. So it's important that someone gets the job done, you know? It's all business. It's all business. Actually, I guess this would work, wouldn't it? Kind of wish I did that before, because now I'm going to have to wait for this thing to go all the way there and back again. But I guess this would eventually open the door, yeah? That's okay, take your time. This is an interesting setup of items here. I'm getting excited to get to the part of the game where the puzzles are getting, like, several bits and pieces, you know? God. Shit. Yeah, okay. Alright, perfect. That's what I wanted. Oh, how mildly annoying this is. Do you think if I do this, like, high enough somehow, that would work? I suppose I could do something like this, and then eventually it would have to go back again. Oh yeah, there you go. This is what they had in mind, surely. It's surprisingly easy to... Okay, so there's the... Wait, what is that? Is that the driller? I kind of thought that was the driller, but now I'm doubting myself, but... Surely that must be where the driller is, yeah. So how do I get this to work, actually? For a long enough period of time that... This thing moving around isn't a problem. What if I go to this wall? Come on. I saw the jump here prompt. You can just give it to me. I don't need to... Oh, God. Why does this need to be this precise? Because it's not intended. But I wish it was. This is definitely how the puzzle was meant to be done. Perfect. So is there anything that I could do in this situation that is good? I'm gonna just keep this on here for a bit and just let my thoughts run free, I think, because I'm a little lost. I'm a little lost on this one, how to do this normally. Because the doors seem to take a second to open and close. I mean, this is like a tedious amount of distance this thing can cover. Oh, you can jam it. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, that's... Oh, that's so many things. So you can activate it with the activator, and then you can jam it with the jammer as it's moving, but you can still keep the door open with the... Jeez, alright. Probably should have just jumped over the rocks, really. It was a lot easier. Thanks. Short and sweet. So I kind of figured that something like this would probably work to get the driller on the outside, rather than just clipping a jammer through a wall. Yeah. Now, I haven't seen anything that would help this, but I guess there's probably a laser somewhere in the world that we're almost certainly just going to cheat, but in the instance that we don't, we can use that to maybe make a beam appear somewhere. It's a car. Alright, so I can't go up here. That's too slippy, obviously, as you can tell from the way how it looks. Identical to everything else in the game. I'm just gonna leave that there because it's gonna make an annoying sound the entire time I'm moving around, and I'd rather not. Alright, this looks good. This looks where I'm meant to be. Oh yeah. Yeah, this looks good. This is exactly where I was hoping I'd be in this day and age. Yeah. I was going for a surprisingly long time. Once I reached the sort of bottom there, I was kind of hoping I would just keep falling. Probably into a void, admittedly, but still, you know, this is fun to fall. In this game, not in real life. There's a lot of, I feel like, caveats. I'm starting to realize as I'm playing through this. That so many of the things I say don't really apply that much to my current day situation in my actual life. Falling isn't that great, usually, unless intended. Hello, bunny. Hello, little bunny. Doesn't even run. Just happy to hang out. That's unusual. I can't pet it. But it's just hanging out. It's not even running. Look at that. All surrounded by the most wiggly grass you've ever seen in your life, but that's just how life works in these surprising times. A little bit of blue water. What a nice little place that we got going on. Someone scanning something. This is good. Always good to have the place properly scanned out. Laboratory's over there. Yeah, we'll figure it all out. So we just need to remember, we have access to a driller. If we see any drill holes on the outside world, that'll be good. Until then, I've genuinely not read a single puzzle name instantly. Balance. Well, what's balance about this is the balance of this here wall. Because as you can see, it has not passed a wall inspection. Which is unfortunate. Because now the balance is fully out of whack, as they say. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's less nice. That's a less impressive activator than I gave it credit for. Why does this one only go up here? What's the... when there's two of them? And then you can just grab that. What is it? I guess for box purposes? I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. The thing that's in my mind is there's two boxes. I mean... There's two boxes at a cliff that's basically there. So let's just for fun, just randomly, tee Lamau, see what happens if we use boxes to jump on things, yeah? It's a wild idea. I've never really explored this one before, but let's just, for fun, see what happens. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to find out. What could it possibly be? I placed that very annoyingly. I guess I don't really have a choice. Oh, this is actually... Alright, slightly more annoying than I gave it credit for, I'll give you that. The rest of the puzzle has lost all interest to me. I'm in my own little journey now. Can I get on top of this, do you think? Because the moment I get here, the game's like, no, you're gonna place it there or nowhere else. But yeah, you can just get up here. Oh, I can get in the hand now. Ooh, okay, never mind. I've lost all interest in the puzzle. I found the hand of a big statue person, and I want to see. Oh god, okay, it's already making me not want it to be here. It's trying to push me away from its secrets, but I know that there's something hiding here. Like, look at this. It's the secret cave that everyone was waiting for. I'm sure it's filled with great treasures and not just a dead end. I have to know. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's filled with a bit more than I gave it credit for. It's also filled with the void. Very good. Now that is what happens if you enter a small cave. I guess that was actually kind of representative of what would happen if you see a random hole like that and then decide to just jump into it and see what happens. So, I mean, in terms of things that weren't fully representative of real life, at least that one we can safely say sort of fulfilled the brief of what was, you know, what it would be like to do that. So that's good stuff. I'm, like, not 100% sure what they want me to do. I assume they want me to put the activator, or rather, this thing up here so I can point it at the activator over there. But I just feel like that's just... There's 100 different ways where you could just jump out of this, surely. Because the rocks are, like, right next to the exit. And you just need, like, one little bit where you could jump on top of it. And admittedly, this doesn't work as well as I expected, but, I mean, the first place I tried... Oh, we broke the box again. I think... I don't know if this is actually fixable once it gets in this situation. Because this just stays broken now. Sometimes, I think you can put boxes on top of it. It's just that if you try to get on top, you just go through it. So that's the thing that occasionally happens when you try a bit too hard to beat a puzzle. Because I think, yeah, you can just jump on, like, through it as you are... So, and it sort of bounces you out as well, so it's actually fairly likely that we could just do something like this. But I'm not sure if I'm jumping on the second box or not. Because it seems like I'm jumping on the first box instead. So this thing's now useless. So we're gonna have to find a different way to beat the puzzle now. Obviously, the first slippy rock situation isn't ideal, so we're gonna have to use the standard other solution that we found already. Which is to jump up here. We could probably take this, actually. Is this anything? Is this just a random hole? Can you get here normally? What is there normally? Is there just... Is that just a one-sided wall, perhaps? Maybe. Ooh, is this not possible? Ah. Oh, yeah, it is just a one-sided wall. So this is, Alright, you can just walk through it, fortunately. Alright, that's fine then. That's just normal standard stuff then, I suppose. But it was surprisingly slippy up there. Come on. I've done this 100 times before. With relative ease. Get me in there. Stop wiggling. Yeah. Okay, this could be a real problem, because now my box is very high. Alright, good. Can I not just jump up here normally? No. Don't worry, we're almost done with this puzzle. It's just that I broke one of my boxes, so now we have to... You know, improvise a bit, but that's fine. There's no way this is not a possible route. You can get on top of this hand. I figured that one out as much already. That's the outside of the puzzle, so we can take the box anywhere we want, so that's good to know. I think the wall inspection failed anyway, so either way we would have been good to go, I feel. Alright, just send me there. Come on, chef. Ah, yeah, I went slightly wrong. Now I'm sliding all over the place. Surprisingly difficult puzzle, this one. Really one of the more trickier ones. Let me just put the box back in the puzzle. We're gonna do this. Even if it kills me. It's very important that we solve this here puzzle. Come on. I'm surprised that works, actually, but I think that's just like a weird angle thing. Something about slippy rocks and whatnot. Alright, so we're up here. There's the exit. I would say that this jump is possible. And I'm right. Alright, good. Whew, tricky one. Anyone got any comments?
Touch the bridge device?
No.
You can, but should you?
Okay.
Alright, so I guess due to angles and whatnot, you would have to have this be there. I'm just trying to see real quick what the normal solution would be. That you'd have something like this with the connector on top of it. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to put the connector on top of this. I am. Alright, good. If this is up here, can I hit that already as well? Oh, you can. Oh, well, in that case. You could just do something like this, yeah? Yeah. And then if you just have this be under you when it activates. So you stop this from happening, you put that down, you point this at that, you put that down. There you go, whoopity beep, and then you point it at that, and then you're done, yeah? Maybe on a box, I just realized. Because I'm guessing this doesn't... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Ay. So you do something like that, you do... Make it all go up. You grab the box. I don't even know how I managed to do this, but sure. Something about beams. Anyway. Why? Why are you moving this much? It's fine. So you have it there, perfectly precariously placed on the edge of a cliff, and then from here... Bleh. Alright, good. We solved the puzzle normally. Let's just leave this place. This place is filled with puzzle pieces that don't work anymore. It's about time we move on from this place. I think it's a bit cursed. It doesn't work as well as it once did, unfortunately. Where does this go? Most likely answer is a question mark puzzle, or a triangle puzzle rather, and it is. We have it suspended on a large cliff. It's called 2 to 3, which is how you tell the time. Or something else. So that's good. Good info. I don't like, I know it's like, ooh, scary on a cliff, but at the same time, like, we know we can get a box over here. But also, I feel like I can just jump on top of it, but I'm not sure if that's correct. Because I think this jump is possible. Maybe. It's questionable at best, I'll tell you that, but if you can jump on that, you could probably jump on top of the puzzle as well. Maybe it's not possible, I don't know. Hard to say. Anyway. Let's just test out. I'm more interested in the cliff sides than I am in, like, the rest, really. Because only one of these little rocks needs to protrude far enough and not be slippy, and then it's like, well, it's over, isn't it? Wall inspection. Let me check. Very good. Very good stuff. Seems okay. Other side. Questionable. I can go very far through it. But seemingly... pretty good wall. Pretty dang good walls today. Game well played. I see what you're doing and I respect it. Alright. Let's just put that there then, yeah? That doesn't hit. Here. That doesn't hit. Can I... maybe there's an angle here that would work. Something like that. Yep, something like that. Very nice. This feels too precise, but I don't know if this is if it is. I genuinely can't tell anymore what this game wants from me at times, so it's a bit tricky to tell when I am being silly and when I'm not. But so far this is working out. We got this. We just need a bit of blue. How are we gonna get a bit of blue here? Who's to say? I'm distracted by the world. For one, because it's unlike anything we've seen in the game so far. But also for two, there's just so many like little cliffs and like the puzzle walls aren't that high, and that's just sort of looking at me the entire time as well, you know. So it's a whole situation. Anyway, I reckon this needs to be here. I don't know if that's correct though. I don't know if that needs to be there now or just eventually. Because I need all these 3 doors to be open, and for the 3 doors to be open, I need this thing to be active more or less where it is now. But this thing I could put here as well. Is that enough? Does that work? Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's kind of just a situation like you have limited amount of things you can do with each puzzle piece, so you end up with just one thing.
And Athena created something amazing. They just misunderstood what it was. They thought their great invention was the megastructure.
But it was Melissa.
But in fact,
Miranda.
It was Miranda.
I remember the name.
And because they couldn't see that, they lost her.
Thanks, talking person. Is that something? We're close enough to a checkpoint. No, it's just rocks in it. Just nice rocks again. You can go so far down in this place though, and that sort of surprises me. But at the same time, I guess it's just like a general sort of just big flat death plane that you're dealing with, and some places are lower than others, so you're probably bound to reach it more quickly. I don't know. Who's to say, eh? We move on. Like, also, if every place was mountains like these rather than swamp, I would also be pretty happy with what we're dealing with. If only because it just forces a limit to how big an area kind of is. I don't need all these areas to be infinite every time. Some places can just be small and contained. There's a part of me that kind of wants to revisit Talos Principle 1 after this game as well, because it's... I haven't played in 10 years, so I'm not going to remember any of the puzzles, but I also want to try the serious Sam pack at some point. But also, I'm now curious how broken that game is. And if I really tried to push it to the edge as I have been trying with this game on my first playthrough. And I'm just curious. I kind of want to check it out, but first, let's just finish this up before we do anything else. I think there's also a high likelihood that I've missed out on a bunch of stuff in this game just from not talking to people. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Ooh. Now that's a beauty. This does not have, like, wheels. It's like sideways wheels. What a strange office chair. Can I sit in it? I don't have a crouch button. Ah. Well, that all fell apart very quickly. This is nice. Nice little room. Little haunted, but sure. One of the more complex places of these situations we've seen so far. We'll go down there in a bit, but no. We have another one of these. Let's go down there first. I feel like this is gonna be like a whole different... Oh, jeez, this place is massive. I kind of figured there would be a hand thing here, but there's not. Alright, we might be done here quicker than I thought, because this is just a bunch of empty rooms from the look of things. But enough. Really nothing, eh? Ah, well. Okay. In we go. We'll deal with that in a bit. I'm gonna say that's like final priority type of situation. Although, it's like right here. We could probably just touch it, yeah? Let's go get overloaded. Oh, never mind. Thanks, Athena. Am I not allowed to mess with this one? Can we put someone else in here as a joke? Some random robot like number 43. Ooh. Ah. Oh. This is the level editor. You just put one of these little blobs in there and then it just goes. That's how they made the game. Numbers. Athena. Wait, what do you say? Should have been our dream. You right. But you figured that out. We saw that in the cutscenes. Is there anything else here? There's no blueprints anymore. I thought this was another office chair, but tiny. It was not. That's a shame. I was excited by the prospect of more office chairs. That is what it is, I suppose. If we miss something, then someone's gonna be like, hey, go back to the lab and pick up the groceries there, and then that'll be our main quest again. So we probably will be alright. This is a big lab, though. Huge. Massive. Gargantuan. Truly a spectacle. However, we have more puzzles to find. We haven't seen any flames yet, which worries me. There is still that beam puzzle, which really worries me. We still need to find a place to use a driller, which also concerns me a bit. It's a good place to explore. They do make a lot of noise, I'm realizing that now. It's a good place to explore for sure, but yeah, I'm worried about the amount of things that we still need to find. One less now at least, so that's good. I saw the purple people. I'll go there in a sec. I'll just go there now, actually, while I'm walking around. One's laying down. Do they have numbers on them, actually? Seemingly not.
All right, she's booting up. Almost there.
Hello. I was in a dream, and a voice spoke to me from the sky. He said you were old friends of his. Who are you?
My name is Athena. I am your mother.
I'm Cornelius, your father.
Thank you for creating me. I've not existed for very long, but so far it seems wonderful. I hope it's not a strange question, but, who am I?
You can be whoever you want to be. And no matter what you choose, you will be loved and cherished and supported.
We will always be there for you, and I promise, we will show you a world full of miracles. Would you like to pick a name?
I think I would like to be called Miranda.
That's nice. I got my own thing going on, but it's a nice little way to start the puzzle off, I'd say. So the exit's all the way over there. And I'll be honest, I'm not seeing this work. Oh, okay, we have this though. Which hasn't... God. It just has an activator behind it, so that makes me less inclined to bother, because I can get activators from basically any puzzle in this world. But for the purposes for the purposes of at least trying to do things normally at times, probably should at least check that out. Speaking of doing things normally, seems alright, seems alright. Ooh, this one goes for a bit. Look how deep this barrier goes. Yeah, that's never gonna work. Oh yeah, yeah. Now I think it would be funny though if we could get, if we could get this activator out. That's basically right next to the place where you need the jabber. The things I find amusing is just my own little joys in life, you know. Does this work? Well, kind of. It just didn't really serve a purpose. I guess if I have one activating it and the other one making it go, whoosh, that'll probably do it, right? No. There's a whole puzzle situation going on here with the beam there. That one looks good. Ooh. That's a shame, because that kind of, well, it changes the dynamics of this puzzle a little bit, doesn't it? So we could probably activate this with this if we place it correctly. Then we could get the box out like a human. Do we need to, though? Because isn't this all... I mean... Alright, it's not letting me just jump on top of one of these rocks from the look of things. Bad enough. Okay. This is also precarious. Like, even with these things being as slippy as they are, usually when you jump up a slope, it does tend to send you a little bit further up than you're intended, and that's it's a dangerous situation. Very dangerous. Very spookums, as they say in the field. If I put this here, and I put this here, so you can take the box out normally. Very nice. And then we have a box here, and that's good somehow. Yes. This might open with the help of our friends. What does the box do exactly? I mean, I can use it for that button, I suppose. Eventually. But I'm not really seeing this one yet. Unless I can... Oh, I can hit this with this. But I can't quite do this, because that's a different color, you see. So that still wouldn't do anything, because then it would still just bounce there, and then it would be deactivated, and that would be the end of it, I think. Wouldn't it? I'll give it a go, I guess, but I'm just seeing really only realistically one way that this is going to end. If I do this... Yeah, that didn't do anything. Why'd you make me try that? What a waste of time. Jeez. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible advice. Anyway. Is there anything I can do with the box, maybe? I am not seeing this at all. I mean, I'm seeing ways I can finish the puzzle for sure, but... none of them are good. None of them are kind. They did make these fences quite high, in fairness. So even if I start going more along the wild side, I think I will get in trouble eventually. So let's just say... I mean, we could just get like 5 activators here and really just simplify things a lot, but... for a moment, let's get comfy. Let's get happy. Let's have some fun. Is it different if a box is on here somehow? Alright. Yes. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? Wasn't expecting it. I'll tell you that much. It was not my first idea. or my second, or my fifth, but it was up there, I suppose, I mean, it works for getting connectors up in the sky, so I can see why it would work for this, maybe? Just seems a bit odd, I don't know. Oh, this is nice. Sorry, I'm distracted. I need to finish the puzzle. Oh no, I need the box. Alright, wait, does this not... Oh, yeah. Right. I forgot that's how that works. Alright. Oh. That was weird looking. I had the other day, when I was trying to make a thumbnail... Oh yeah, I jumped sideways. That's weird. Where I jumped and then immediately pressed a button and that made me go through the wall. Yeah. And I don't know if this... I thought it was like a low gravity type of thing that would cause that. But it seems to just be the case. We definitely missed dialogue here, by the way.
Mayor Hermanupus.
Oh, never mind.
What would you say is your impression of the expedition so far?
I think Alcatraz has done a heck of a job under these very trying circumstances.
What about the decision to free Prometheus?
Freeing the Prometheus entity was a calculated risk. But if it leads us to Byron, it was certainly worth it. It is saving one of our citizens that must be our first priority. Not this alleged theory of everything.
Anyway, my priorities. I kind of thought that was caused by the low gravity, because it was in one of the levels where you could walk on the walls, and then next to the walking on the walls, there was a... It was one of those things, really. There was a whatchamacallit. A thingy-majig, as they say in the field. There was... Oh god, I fully lost my train of thought. Right, so there was a walk-on-wall mechanic, and the exit was right there, and I jumped off of it, and suddenly I was going through the floor. And I was like, oh, that's probably caused by that. Yeah? But yeah, it turns out just jumping to a place while that is, while the exit's there is a problem enough to just fall through the world and die. So, keep that in mind. Don't know what you want to do with this information. It certainly puts you at the start of the puzzle again, but I don't know if that's necessarily beneficial for anyone. I will say, I have kind of forgotten where I need to use this. And that could be rough. It was somewhere over here. I saw it at one point. It was near this area. I vaguely recall that. But that's sort of where my memory about the whole situation kind of ends. Oh, there it is. Nice. So is this just an activator? Yeah. What a waste of time. Alright, well. At least now we have an activator outside, I suppose. I'm actually more excited about the cliffs down there than I am about this activator, I'll tell you that much, but who knows? Puzzle number 7 is into the hand. What would I use this for? I don't know. Still need to get a connector to point at a beam thing. That's sort of the main thing that I got on my mind. But also everywhere I go, it just begs to be jumped into, and then you reach stuff like this, and before you know it, you lost your activator that you worked out so hard to get. Yeah. Where am I? Puzzle number 4. Yeah, I suppose that's not a big surprise. I'm just gonna leave that alone until I know what I have to do with it, because I can much more easily get activators than walking all the way to puzzle number 4 to get a driller, to then walk all the way to puzzle number 7-ish to use the driller on a random wall to get an activator out of it. So yeah, just gonna leave that alone, because there's just a high likelihood that I'm gonna have to load the checkpoint before I realize what I'm actually meant to be doing with that anyway. So no worries, but not our priority at this point in time. At this point in time, we wish to find, we wish to search, we wish to excavate. What is that? Ah, it's another chase sequence. Good. They're my favorite part of the game. My favorite part of this is not being able to jump around everywhere and look around the place. It's being forced to chase a tiny, tiny, tiny little bubble to reach places that I've already reached beforehand. 100% best part of the game. Anyone who disagrees, that's okay. I don't feel that strong about it. At the end of the day, I'll be honest with you on that one. Whoa, flashlight! Didn't know that was a mechanic. I definitely never thought about it. I feel like there's been plenty of dark places where I could have used a flashlight, and it certainly wasn't as brightly lit up as that one. Closed off. We'll see about that. I kind of want to just keep on going, but I suppose it's probably for the best that I just do puzzle number 7 and then keep going, because this seems like a whole skedaddle. God, this place is so good. I just really like... I mean, it's going to be a nightmare to try and find the last thing, for sure, but... this place is so much more interesting than most of the game we've played so far. Very well done. Very well excavated. Out of pixels. That's usually what they mean with excavations. Wow, wow, wow. I was gonna say, why don't these grass things don't wiggle when I look at them, but then they did. I don't get it. I don't get how that's... First of all, I don't get how that has never... I've never noticed that before. I've seen it in shadows, but never quite this obviously. Yeah, that was not a big surprise, I suppose. Is that a problem though? Is this kind of wall? Alright, it's a good wall. This kind of wall. Alright, fair enough. Alright, fair enough. It's closed off. I'll take your word for it. It is closed off. No one will be able to just take this randomly through a wall because it is closed off. It might genuinely be closed off. Alright. Bad enough. Can I reach that? Yes. I do actually really like this mechanic. Like, as far as mechanics go, this is actually really cool. Because it really makes you look at the puzzle from a different perspective as well. And I just like mechanics that do that. Like, combine that with the little moving platform things and stuff like that, you do actually get quite a lot of interesting things that work together in a way, and it's just cool. It's cool stuff when things are done coolly. I knew that would work that way. Fully planned that one out on my head. Yeah, there's the exit. I could jam this, but that doesn't help. Alright, so this looks kind of straightforward, but I might be wrong. Nope. It is exactly what you would expect.
I can't even get my brain to think like that.
That sounds like a standard sentence I've heard you say before, Yakut. Having said that. There you go. This is probably going to be pretty useful to have lying around. Puzzle number 7, pretty easy way to get a jammer out of there, so that's nice. I wasn't expecting me to be able to jump over the wall like that, but I was kind of hoping I could get the jammer out at least, and that worked, so very good. Very nice. I want to go over there so badly. What is... There's still so much left. Oh my god. Alright, so puzzle number 8 is that way, but obviously I want to see what's over here, because this looks like a whole separate area that I want to explore. Look at it. It's gorgeous. The thing that I think I like the most about the jammer is that it doesn't make a sound while it's in your hand. And I think if there was like an off switch on any of the machines that we could press to make it stop making any noises while you're walking around with it, that would really just make my day. Really be just a nice quality of life addition, because I just feel that I don't need whatever I'm holding in my hand to go the entire time to indicate that yes, it is currently in your hand and active for some reason, even though it is not doing anything while it's in your hand with any of the things. I actually don't think there's anything so far that we could hold in our hand that has been useful while it is in hand. It needs to be placed down every single time, so just quiet. You can just calm down, it's fine. There's probably a puzzle here, yeah? Like, this is such a good idea for a bridge. Just a weird little person covered in, like, beams. That's the good stuff right there, you know? Alright. Can't immediately use this jammer in this puzzle, it looks like. At least not from the angles we've seen so far. Wall inspection seems to be on the up and up as well. This barrier goes on for quite a while. Very nice, very good stuff. Very good stuff. That's a puzzle. That's the kind of puzzle I'm talking about. I'm just real quickly creating a checkpoint here before we move on. Because, well, I think there's a very high likelihood that one of us is going to fall, and it is almost certainly going to be me. Yeah, given that I'm controlling the character. But until then, let's just look around a little bit. Can't quite go around. This does seem to be like pretty much the highest spot as well. Oh, there you go. That could be useful. Alright, so we can jam that from the outside. If we need to. And that's good. What does that get us? A box, probably? Yeah, I would say so. What was this called? I can't read today. Slide. Well. Would you not be able to reach this one, though? Because it also has like a circle hole on it. Did I... this one was like on a wall, though, yeah. So it's unlikely that I would be able to do it from here, yeah? Oh, I can do it from there. Can I do it with this one, then? I wonder. Because it's like right here, yeah? Yeah. Oh, but this is, the circle might be higher, actually. Is it? Or is the barrier high? Oh, no, the circle is a bit higher. Because this one has a circle, like... Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4 squares up. And this one's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah? It's like an extra square. So we can't just jam something like that because it got an extra square on it, you see. Unless I had some sort of way to get slightly higher. Which, weirdly, I was struggling with for a bit. I don't need that one. Oh, wow. What a perfect piece of craftsmanship. This is past the wall inspection of our dreams right here. This is some good quality walls. Provided I can't just like clip the jammer into a wall here or something. But it doesn't look like, oh my goodness. This is the stuff of legends. This is the stuff that junior wall inspectors can only dream of. To see it on a day like this is astonishing. Very well done. Very well done. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that one, because that's some good quality walls right there. Jeez. If I'm then immediately able to just jump on top of this or something. Oh god, come on. No. I was so proud of you. I was so proud of you. Oh, you put so much effort into just But this, how do you miss this? This doesn't make any sense. You could just... Is this like... Did I just do something impossible or something? No, you just wait for you to go all the way up, and that's it. That's the whole thing. You just have to wait to go all the way up. Oh my god. I do think I have to strafe, though. I will say that. Or I just have to be really precise or something. Okay, yeah. You do actually move faster if you press forward and right. Then... So basically what I'm saying is, anyone who's played Doom before... 1993, or realistically any game from that era, is going to figure out how to get on top of this wall. Because if you just hold forward, it is indeed... Well, if you just hold forward, you don't sprint. But if you hold sprint and just forward, it doesn't seem to quite work. So at least they've got that going for them. But then, simultaneously, it's a fan that you can detach, I just realized. So, realistically, nothing matters, because you could just do this, and then you are so much higher up that you can just walk off as well. So, I'll give it a nice, from the outside, 10 out of 10 for the attempt. Whilst inside... I'm gonna have to dock some points, I think, because that was... Yeah, that's just, on many levels. Just a bit disappointing, isn't it? Alright, well, let's pretend that didn't happen. And I am gonna have to pretend pretty hard on that one, but sure. Let's pretend that it didn't happen. And we'll just put this down. We'll just have this be here. And then we'll go to the other side, yeah? The puzzle is called Slide. So presumably... Oh god. We'll get back to this. Don't worry about it right now. It's not important. But presumably, it's called that because we have to do this again, yeah? Ah, but it doesn't work from there, you see. Ah, the plot thickens. We could probably get the box out on its own. Although, like this, that's not gonna work, because, Ah, okay. The plot thickens. Can we get this? Alright, so that's a problem. What is the point of this boy? That I'm not seeing immediately, because... we could open this, and then we could get the connector on that side. That makes sense. So, we do this. We're still pretending that we can't just jump to the exit. As a collective, we're all pretending right now. Everyone, please hold up your hands. Because otherwise it's not gonna work. This is going to be a problem, because if I remove this, that doesn't quite work the way I was hoping. Have anything else I could use to keep this thing afloat? I have the jammer there, obviously. Can I put this like there, maybe? Would something like this work? Because that's... If I put it a bit closer. That's less of a bit than I planned, but sure, it worked. Then I could like have this be pointing at that as well. Something like that. And then we can keep it active, and then we can take this one out. And we can have this be here. Ooh, this is actually kind of a tricky one. It's got a lot of moving parts. But from here, we could point that at that. That'll be relevant eventually. This, I don't know. I'm guessing this needs to be on a box. Because it didn't quite work out without the box previously. So let's just put this over here for now. We can take this box away now. We can put that over here. You can now stop, I think. But I also kind of need that thing to be on a box, right? Oh no. Am I overthinking this? Maybe. I do kind of need to keep this on, otherwise stuff falls apart a bit. How about... Does it fall apart, or am I basically ready to put things into place now? I think I am, actually. But I'm a bit worried about this, but we'll see if this works. I think this is wrong, what I'm doing now, but let's see. Let's see. You can stop. Do that. Do that. Do this. Hey, there we go. Alright, so if we just all pretend hard enough, we do actually have something pretty good. Like, the bones are there. You can play this as a good puzzle game. But it's so incredibly optional when you then get presented with something along the lines of and then you just win. So you really, if you follow the rules, there is a good game there, but there is no reason. There is no purpose in following any of the rules this game offers to you at almost any point. And it makes it a very different game. I don't know. It's nice that they give you the freedom, I suppose, to make the game be good. But I don't get it. Especially when very frequently I find the how do I just jump on top of this wall option to be so much more obvious than the actual solution of the puzzle. Because it's just, the puzzles are quite tricky, you know? How do I get up here? Huh. How do I get up here? Can I do anything with this? That's fascinating. I actually have no idea what I'm meant to do with this. Can I... Ooh. Okay, now this is something good. I'm looking forward to the moment where I go, oh, it's that, and then that's it, but... Because my whole body is saying climb this, and then just jump down. And there's a reasonable chance that's just it, but it might not be. Certainly looks like it, though. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. I'm lost track a little bit there, but that's okay. What are we doing here? Where does this lead? I mean, looks like it's puzzle number 4, but have we been... Oh, it's the golden puzzle. Alright. It's just the map being a little bit hard to read at times. Anyway. I want to get that flame more than anything. So, let's have a moment of focus. See if we can climb the mountains, jump down onto the statue. Maybe that's not what we're meant to do, but I feel like it's certainly an option. Provided we can get on top of this somehow. Doesn't immediately look like we can, though. At this point, my eyes can just almost, like, see when a rock is going to be slippery or not, even though it may not indicate that it is. And that's what years of experience in the field of slippy rocks gets you, you know? You just, you gotta feel for these things. If I had a connector, I feel like I'd be more easily be able to tell if I could do anything with any of this. I'll be honest. I give it like a 90% chance that there's just a fan somewhere that bounces you on top of that. But I was gonna say until I see that fan, I'm not going to just say that that's the case. However. What's down there then? Have I been then down there? I must have not been. This was the music that started playing last time before I got jump scare killed. Which, is exciting. This is puzzle number 8. Oh, hello.
I see these beings, these children of a future age, wandering around an island more fantastical than Atlantis itself, looking desperately to find themselves. I reach out to them, but they cannot see me. I speak to them, but I do not know if they can hear me. Am I being punished? Are the gods playing some cruel trick on me? Why can I remember so little? What is this sorrowful voice I hear, whispering such terrible thoughts? I must use what remains of my mind. I must understand.
The lines are well acted, I will say that. It's also... I think that was the thing with the first Talos principle as well, where... The first Talos principle had like 13 lines of dialogue, or 13 moments of dialogue, I suppose, and they were the best in the world. And now there's just a large quantity of dialogue, some serious, some less. And it's all over the place.
Actually, let me issue a correction, okay? I said Alexandra doesn't see the bad stuff about humanity. But she does. She sees it, and somehow she sees past it. She doesn't ignore it. She can just see one step farther. Like, there's this mountain of garbage ahead of us, right? And that's all most of us will ever see. And she somehow sees beyond to, I don't know, the promised land? I don't do metaphors, or similes, or whatever this is. I mean, you don't care. I'm Ted. You're a robot. But her ability to look reality in the eye, to see all the bad stuff out there and still have hope. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I think that's why yeah. You know what? Let's not go there. There's still so much work, and Chernyshevsky doesn't have much time left. Well, I mean, who does these days?
Like, it's good acted. There is good stuff in there. But there is so much dialogue in this. I think, yeah... I just prefer the scope of the original. Very contained. This is all very big. Big can be good. But this is a bit big. It's a bit big. Too big. Smaller, please. More small. Small is good. Give me small. In summary, size is a tricky thing to get right. The end. Let's go to puzzle number 8. We haven't been there yet. I think we found all the flames, assuming there's still 2 in each world. We can take this bridge. Seems a bit worrying, but it might work. It's going in the right direction from the look of things. I think we've missed a few things. There's at least one more question mark in that direction that we have to take care of at some point. There is definitely still the chase sequence that we need to do somewhere here, but God knows where. I've seen the statue that we have to bring it back to. but I have not yet seen the thing that we were meant to chase. There's a good wall. Oh, never mind. There's a wall here. It has not passed the wall inspection. Please look at the corner while I ignore you before I accidentally use you in the puzzle. What was the puzzle called again? Backwards. Okay, good. Jeez, I don't know what's happening to me, but it sure is happening. Alright, so this is the lowest a fan can, I think, physically take anything up, so that's exciting. Certainly an impressive sight to behold. Go up there. The exit is right there. I think I can probably cause problems with this, but I'm not super sure. I was hoping I didn't have to put everything back again. That's realistically all that happened. But can I, like, do... Oh my god, it's actually surprisingly hard to stand on box, as it turns out. It's actually very difficult. It's a difficult game. Ooh, okay. What if we just get out of there? Stop using the fan. We just do this the old-fashioned way. Sort of vaguely trying to clip up a small wall. Barely not, I think, is the outcome of this experiment. Surprisingly, though, it seemed like I was getting pretty close. Ah, well. That's okay. Alright. Fair enough. That has been ruled out by me for now. This. The wall inspection says that the beam goes all the way left there, so probably not gonna work. This. The wall inspection says that I can't see where the beam is going, due to my face not deciding to clip slightly through the wall. Unfortunate that my face will not randomly clip through a wall this day, but it is what it is. What can I point you at? You. Yeah, that's about it, it seems. Alright, good. Whoop. I think I forgot something. So the exit's open now. If I just run quick enough, we'll be good. However, unfortunately it doesn't work that way. Also, I just sort of genuinely forgot that there was a ladder there and I could just go here as well. So that's good. We can get this with the fan, presumably. Something like this. So we could do that, go back here, get the box out, have a good time, yeah. Ah. We can get the we can get the box out if we do things better than how I've been doing them recently, which is bad. Very good. Now, with a box in hand, things will change. Because now, I genuinely failed to jump on a rock or a stone, square, whatever you want to call it. From here. Oh, this is actually surprisingly slippy for something that a box that is basically placed here by the game. Okay, there we go. So, I think this is actually fairly well done, unfortunately, given the shape of the structure here. Right, so I really just need to get the box to the other side, right? I mean, it works. So that's one of the options that we have available. And that's good. Just hypothetically, what if we couldn't just push the box through a wall? What would then be the solution, you know? Because I need this to be active. It's called backwards. I should have looked which puzzles have like achievements tied to them for doing them in a way that's not like the most obvious way, because then I could get those out of the way immediately as well. Oh, there's a thing here as well. I'm forgetting every single puzzle piece in this puzzle, I'll tell you that much. Is this just really easy? Like, am I... Like, even without cheating, I feel like this is surprisingly doable. Or am I missing something here? Because I guess this doesn't work quite the way that I want it to. Oh, oh, that doesn't actually reach... Well, I mean, that doesn't really matter, though. I'll be honest, there's like 90% of my brain that's just yelling at me to just put the box on this side, because it really saves a lot of time, and I don't really want to deal with this right now, but... You know, it is good to occasionally give the brain, like, a moment to have a thought, you know, so... Let's just try that for a minute, at least, before we give up on everything instantly. I'm not immediately seeing what I meant to do here. I mean, I don't know if I'm even really meant to have the box where it is right now. The fan doesn't seem to do much for me beyond just getting the box out of here. I can't also just do this, right? Like, there's no way... I think I checked this wall before. So that's a good wall. It was just this wall that's just a bit, well... below average, let's just say. And... can I get this beam to point at this without having the fan be on? End of statement. Because it is pretty high. Like, the obvious way to cheat is there, and then there's the jammer that's still in the corner there in case we really couldn't think of anything. But I wonder if there's, like, funnier ways that we can cheat. Because there must be. Like, this, I assume, doesn't work because the barrier's too high. But is there some sort of angle that I'm missing? What am I missing? I'm certainly missing something. Like some goofy like this. Like just having it be on a random rock here or something. I think that would be good. But it unfortunately just slides down immediately. But generally, if you are on top of a place like this, you can more easily tell where the silly business can take place. Which is important, obviously. See, because now it's there, and maybe... Oh, I don't know if I can reach that, though. Like, obviously, I can't really easily get this on top of that in my current situation. But, like, if I... like here... Do I need the box for this? It occasionally gives me the jump here prompt, and not always, and now I'm slipping off, but... oh, there we go. Right, so that doesn't quite work, but if it's on top of the box, that should be fine. What I am thinking now, though, is... does that actually help me in any way? I suppose if I then have this be like here, yeah? I think at that point, I just need it to be on top of the box. And then we'll be good. So if I do this, I'll put you down there for now. Yep, perfect. That was a good jump here. Game. Come on. I know you can do it. I've done it before, many times now. Is this like a small, like, pixel or whatever here? That you can stand on for whatever reason. Yep, that's good. That looks stable to me. Stable and intended. Come on, game. Just give me the one prompt I need to put this thing on top of the box and then we're golden. Oh, it is moving a bit. Come on. I can make this work. Just a little bit of effort. Ah, there you go. I wonder if the box is falling apart or something, because I am slipping off of it more than I generally do from these boxes. I don't know how I got on there. Oh, there we go. It's not letting me interact with the box the way I ordinarily can. Oh, yeah, that looks normal. Like somehow the box has gotten slippery. There we go. Another puzzle solved the normal way. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Anyway, the alternative solution, of course, is to just put the box on the other side and then using this to prop it up. Because then you can just put this on the fan. And yeah, it really makes life a lot easier if you just do this. So those are all the normal possible puzzle solutions, I think, that you have available to you. And with that knowledge, we can safely say that we've solved yet another conundrum. There we go, very nice. Where is... There's one more question mark. That's in that direction. But God knows how far in that direction, because this place is absolutely humongous. But we'll just give it a shot. We'll just walk in this direction and see where it takes us. I think we've been there-ish. I'm also a bit worried about the statue that we still have to guide a blob towards. Because that is so far away as well. But we'll deal with it when we deal with it. Whoop.
Sometimes new citizens come to me and they want to learn from me. My work appears to have created a legend of sorts. In these moments, I understand your situation. I want to teach them, but what they must learn the most is independence of thought. How does one resolve this contradiction? They wish to come along on my journeys, but I do not need a group of fawning acolytes following my every step. A journey truly worth undertaking is rarely easy. And so, I have begun to think of a much greater challenge. A journey that is almost impossible, to the far ends of the world without any mechanized means of transportation. This will be a true act of faith, and they will learn a great deal from it, if we survive.
He has invented a pilgrimage. And that is that. I am sort of curious what information they had available now from, like, humanity when they started all this, because I'm feeling like they are certainly reinventing things that were very much already, like, established things in humanity. So I'm wondering, what's the deal, Daddy-O? Is I suppose the shortest way of phrasing it. What is the deal, Daddy-O? Because it feels like there's a lot of wheels being reinvented, is what I'm saying. I hope that I can at some point see the little blob if I just keep going in this direction. But I'm worried it's going to be up there or something. And if that is the case, then good luck. Because it's going to be quite the journey, I suppose. I mean, there's still plenty of places I haven't really explored to that much of an extent as well, I guess. But you gotta start somewhere, and this is as much of a hint as we're gonna get, I'm afraid. I don't know. Maybe it's on top of something. Maybe it's in a puzzle like it was in the other world. I could just go for a long walk after I'm done with all of this, I suppose. There is still whatever I have to do with the activator and stuff as well. And we know we have an activator at our disposal. There go the birds. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The music's gone wild with its transition, so that's exciting. As far as we know, I mean, there could just also be like something near the bridge thing after we've made the bridge. Maybe it's just over there. Haven't seen that place yet. I think it's gonna be, I'm gonna say it's unlikely that we can skip this bridge. Certainly not impossible, but I'm just gonna, I'm afraid I'm not even gonna bother this time with even trying it. How? I have been trying that for so long. How am I suddenly falling off? This is what was I standing on? Hang on. So I had like this, yeah? How was I suddenly able to fall off? I've genuinely tried that for so much. And I couldn't get it to work. Oh my god, I don't get this game sometimes. Just find whole new ways to fail every single time. Brand new mechanics that aren't meant to exist and somehow do. Every single time. It's ridiculous. Oh yeah, anyway. That went surprisingly without issues. Usually these things take quite a while, but today the game felt kind, I suppose. I guess there was a world as well where we had to... Well, at least I think so, that we had to create a bridge before we could reach all the, like, Sphinx puzzle pieces at least. So maybe it is somewhere over here. It's a whole area at least this time around, rather than just a weird little puddle, as it frequently is. Might as well look around for a little bit. Until we randomly explode, but until then, you know, have a good time. Obviously gonna try this. I have no expectations of that working, but you never know. So we still have like a connector that we can point at a thing, or at least like a thing to point a connector at. I don't really recall where it is, I'll be honest, but it's out there in the world. We still have a little blob to find. I'm tempted to jump down there, but I feel that's just death, but I'm genuinely not 100% sure. It all kind of looks like it's part of the same structure, I suppose. But the idea that this doesn't lead to death is insane to me, so it's just... Well, I mean, I'm next to the bridge anyway, might as well try it. Yeah, alright, yeah, maybe I'll just... maybe I'll just randomly fall over, and that'll be that. Okay. At least the bridge should still be here. So we do have a large island. We do also seem to have nothing on it, which is a shame, but I haven't seen the entire thing yet, so maybe there is something on that side as well. I did check the right side for a little bit, but then I kind of got distracted by a small tunnel, as is often the case, so... So many bits and bobs that look like, oh, that just looks like the same kind of area that I'm in, like right now, but nah, it's just death. It's just the abyss, mate. So what are you gonna do? Oh, you think this looks like some sort of little passageway that you can, you know, walk around? No, that's where all the death is lying around. We keep that over there, stored at a safe place where no one's going to just jump to. There are minor things about this game that bother me. I will say, it has the capability still of being good. It has the bones, as I've said many times before. You can play the game as a good puzzle game. As long as you follow all the rules all the time. And the moment you stray from the rules, there is a large amount of void to explore, for sure. And if you like voids... Well, this game's got it in spades. But, if you're hoping to find something... Well, at least Serious Sam is there at the start. Yeah, that went about as well as I could have expected, I suppose. I mean, in the original Talos Principle, or maybe in the expansion, I genuinely don't recall, there was a secret where you just had to walk through a wall. Just looked like a solid wall, but you could just go through it. I've already mentioned this, I think. I'm getting a flashback that I've already mentioned Fort Parker in this playthrough. But that's the problem with a playthrough that takes weeks of my time. That I get lost and then I start thinking about the same things eventually. Ah, well. Let's go to the elevator and have a little chat with one of our best friends. See if anything has changed in their lives at this point.
A long time ago, the Sphinx asked you about my story. You said that hope may still be found if we are willing to look for it. And you were right. Hope is not gone from the world. Some small part of it still survives. But it is not in the flame or in these towers. It lives in the hills and the forests, in the rivers and the seas. You were given a world full of hope, creature of clay. It is yours to protect.
I just want to find Byron.
Loyalty is a fine virtue, but do not be blinded by it.
But he's so nice.
A friend may lead you astray.
No.
While an enemy speaks only truth.
No. Not Byron. We did it.
So, Melville, what do you make of these beams? Do they seem safe to you?
Nothing is really safe. You could kill yourself with a fork, and I'm sure someone has. But anything can be used safely if you choose to.
I see.
What a nice conversation they had in between them. Anyway. I have things to find, and this may take a while. Because on the one hand, one of the best looking places in the whole game so far. And on the other, maybe the biggest? Certainly the most grand, I would say. Certainly the grandest of places. I'll take one of those activators with me, I suppose, because I'm probably going to have to use it somewhere. Maybe a connector, actually. I don't really know where the nearest connector is sort of the main problem. But I suppose I think I could just do this, right? I'm pretty sure this all failed the wall inspect. Yeah, there you go. Very nice. Yep, perfect. Just what I wanted. Boop. Now, what do I need an activator for? Because I know I need one, presumably somewhere. I can point a beam. Oh, do I need it to be near the statue and then have the beam point at it through a series of other beams or whatever? Because that, I guess, isn't the strangest thing in the world. Just have it be active near the thing, yeah? I'd still need to get the beam to go there, I suppose, but that's not too impossible. Because, we already got, like, a thing pointing at it near-ish, by-ish. Just need it to be blue, really? There's plenty of blue beam things. How do I get... How do I get to the statue again? There's the beam thing. Somewhere. Once I stand still, I'll be able to see it. There you go. Here is big statue. I can... Oh, yeah, it does activate with a little face over there. That's cute. Okay. So now we just need to follow the lines. Or, gee, one or the other. I don't think we had one of those things which could store a laser beam this time around. Would be useful, but I just don't think we have one of those available. Where would you be able to hit this from? Seemingly this, surely. Is there a connector in this puzzle? Activator? Yes. I was like, there? There? Oh. That wasn't as tricky as I thought it was going to be, but we are still in the other predicament. Where we have a blob to find, and I am not super confident about it. But we'll see. We'll see. Very good.
It is not the voice of God that a prophet seeks in the desert, but the silence of man.
Good. That's fair, actually. I mean, there's probably better places to find the silence of man than a place devoid of life. But can't say it's not effective. Where is the other... Oh god, this place is so big. So I'm pretty sure I need to be on the top of the middle big statues somewhere. But I'm not like 100% sure about it. It's certainly more of a guess of where I need to be eventually. But I'm not feeling that confident about it. I felt more confident about things, I'll tell you that much, but it seemed to just be where the beam was pointing from the big statue's yed. So... because the moment I went directly in the right direction... A butterfly, that's nice. Sorry, I'm a little, preoccupied. Like, this game has moments of beauty. It's just overshadowed by a bunch of nonsense. The story is probably fine. I'm not intelligent enough or just well-versed enough in this kind of subject matter to really truly understand the intricacies of the storyline and fully grasp what they're talking about most of the time, so I vibe and move on. However, I don't really love the way they present the story in any way, regardless of what is being told, unfortunately, and it's just sort of a me thing. There's just a lot of, there's a bit too much of it for me being told repeatedly. What? Wait. Wait. Does this... Can I activate this like this? Surely not. It would be funny if you could. If I could just get a series of beams or whatever. Hang on. Let me see. Because that points... Well, let's say there, yeah? But for now, let's keep that in mind while we go to that triangle puzzle over there. Because if it's just a matter of... Oh, actually, yeah, you can. Then I would vastly prefer that as an option over trying to find this nightmare creature somewhere. Because I'll be honest, I've already forgotten the exact angle where I'm meant to be looking at. Was there a... Okay, this puzzle doesn't really work for this purpose, like, there was an activator in it. There is a blue beam in it. It's just kind of impossible to... Well... I say that. I forget if this... Oh, this was the one where you could just leave, right. Actually, that might work then. Let's say we were to do like this. Something like... I'm just curious if this is possible at this point. This is more interesting than what I thought it was going to be. Come on. Be nice. Work with me. I know you can do this. I'll probably do, actually. This is a bit awkward, actually. Yeah, because... Wait, I don't need to do this, do I? Because I could just do this instead. I'm overthinking this. So from the top of this wall, would I be able to hit... Well, I'll be able to place it in a pretty good spot either way, to then use a second connector to continue this beam. So something like this. That's pretty reachable. So we take the other connector. You stand on this, please. Whoop. And then move on a little bit. This is where it gets a little precarious, but it seems to work. Eh. Where's the statue? I can't really see it. So there's that. And can I now hit both somehow? Do I need it? Oh, there you go. It worked! I think it actually worked! Oh my god. What happens if we take the sprite there? Hang on. This is actually working. That's amazing.
To create, to understand, and to transform, these are the greatest acts of humankind.
I mean, I'm curious. Hang on. Let's, like, we still have the thing to take there. So what happens if we do that now? I need to find it. That's the main problem. Because I can't see the damn thing anywhere. Because my guess, judging from where this line is pointing, is there, but I think that's wrong, because I think it's pointing too far down. It would be so much easier. Hang on. I was gonna say, it's so much easier if I could just see it from there, but I guess I can with photo mode. Oh, this actually points a lot further down than I thought. Yeah. So, if I were to keep going in this direction, where would I end up? Eventually this is gonna stop, yeah. Maybe I do have to go in that way then. Huh. I mean, we don't have to, as it turns out, because we already got the thing, but... you know, it's nice. Oh, this is very awkward, though. I don't know how much time I want to actually start... What if the thing just disappears once you do that, you know? Like, that's gonna be a nightmare to try and figure out. But I also just don't really know where it is in general. I could just use a guide, I guess, but I don't. I do like walking around. I do like going for small walks. Also, I don't know how far it would actually travel, I suppose, is also the thing. Because it would be sort of, like, reachable, surely. Where am I? I'm on top of this... oh, Jesus. Am I just gonna look it up? There's a good chance, because I'm feeling a little lazy right now. But at the same time, I haven't looked up anything else yet. So that kind of makes me feel like I shouldn't. Let's just walk for a bit. Maybe we'll find it naturally if we just walk around for a little while. I am curious about this path underneath this path, actually. Which I think is the wrong path, 100%, but I'm just a little curious about it. In case it's just like a little side path or something in there. But that's no guarantee. Let's just give it a try, though. Just feel like it's somewhere where I haven't been yet. That could be exciting. If I have been here, I just don't recall. Also a very good possibility that we have been in this path. The compass being gone isn't great, but it also... it doesn't seem that important. Given... well, I mean, in terms of trying to find my way, I suppose it's kind of important. But in terms of showing something useful on the compass right now. I don't think that's going to happen either way. So I might as well just go for a walk, yeah? Genuinely thought I was there. It's just Melville. Oh yeah. I suppose also just in terms of finding sort of where the statue is again, because it's like there somewhere. I'm gonna give this a minute. Just walk around for a while, have some fun, enjoy the sights. Cause look how pretty this water is as well. Like I said, I think at the very start of this video, I'm kind of annoyed by how beautiful this place looks. Given it sort of implies that they could have gone all out, you know? Could have made several levels that weren't swamps, is more the point I'm trying to make, I suppose. And instead we have gotten so many swamps for, you know, for story-wise, pretty good reasons. It's just that the world is kind of falling apart. But it's just not great of an experience to go through, you know? I can think of more fun things. Like if the whole game was maybe half the size, but it had areas like this more often, I would be more into it for sure. But then that's just what I am looking for in a game like this. I think I can safely say that even the puzzles are basically secondary for me. As long as I just have just gorgeous scenery to look at. I don't care how a puzzle is meant to be done. I just want to have fun with it. And I generally do have fun with it. But it's in waves. It's a weird experience. It's a weird game for sure. This whole area looks a bit unusual. I have been here. It's puzzle number 1. I'm gonna give it like 5 more minutes before I just look up where it is. Because so many of these places I want to just sort of like jump down somewhere over here, and then I know what's gonna happen when I jump down here. I don't need to see it again. But I don't really have any idea where I would even start. But my main worry is that it's no longer there. That the moment that I activated that thing, it disappeared from the map because it no longer needs to exist, really, because we already served its purpose, really. We've already activated the statue. So there's no need to bring the little sprite all the way back there again. And thus it disappears. It's an ongoing worry in my head. My other worry is that the beam doesn't accurately point at the thing, which I haven't verified. I don't know if it's true. I don't really know how to verify this unless I spend an annoying amount of time trying to figure it out. It would be weird if that would be the case, but certainly not impossible. At this point, though, I'm mostly just trying to run back to the statue again, really. Well, occasionally looking around and seeing if I see anything out of the truly ordinary. Obviously, that's a bit weird, but I did do that myself. Very much the consequence of my own action there. I placed that there for that purpose. I also wouldn't be surprised if it's just in the ear or the eye of a statue, I suppose, now that I think about it. Like, where would I put this? Were I the maker of a video game, I'd put it somewhere where it would fit. This could be someone's hand, this could be someone's face. This could just be literally the hand pointing at it at some point with the little thinky face. That would just be like right there. Like, you know, those would be just standard places of where would I put one of these things? I'll just put it over there. But so far, A lot of nothing. I said I would give it 5 more minutes, and I didn't really check that much how much time I have. Also, what's with the flashlight? Like, why is that the first place where I've even noticed there was a flashlight? Have there been other instances of flashlights before? I genuinely don't know. It was in Serious Sam, the later ones. And it sort of made sense where it usually was. God, it's like so likely to just be up there though, isn't it? And the flashlight does look very similar to how it looked in Serious Sam as well. It's just very unusual to see it pop up every now and then in just these random, seemingly random circumstances. Can I get here? I wonder. Like normally though, because I think that's a path that I haven't really traversed yet. And as far as paths go where there's somewhat of a likelihood that the little flame could be there, I think that one's a good contender for sure. Anyway. Like, my main assumption what will happen if we do find the flame, bring it all the way back here, is that nothing happens. The funnier of the two answers is that it adds another one, and that we just have an extra one suddenly. My main worry then is that if I get all of them, the game crashes. But that's not necessarily going to be the case, so we're just going to hope that that's not going to happen. This looks normal. So, yeah, I've got all kinds of feelings about the situation that we're currently in, all caused by the fact that I truly wasn't expecting to be able to activate the statue with the activator, but I mean, it's called an activator, I suppose. Why not? Why not make that a possibility? It just seems a little weird is all I'm saying. Can I get up here? Likely no. Maybe, but likely not intended. That's what we're gonna go with. Gonna just try to get onto the man's leg, and if I can't get there, then I'm out of ideas, really. God, what a sight, though. Really just incredible work visually. Just something I haven't seen before, you know? I just admire things that I just knew, you know? So there's the leg. Wait. I briefly thought I saw it over there somewhere. But I think I might just be losing my mind. It's definitely one or the other. Those are the options. How do you get there normally? Is it just this path? Does this eventually lead to leg? Possibly. Because I could just jump down. That's more or less my main way of getting here. And I'm guessing this would... More flashlight, good. I was worried I couldn't see for a second there. I suppose this does eventually then also lead back up there, yeah? I was gonna say this thing is surprisingly well hidden, but it is easier to hide something very well if you just have a literal mountain to hide things in, and you just have one tiny blob that you're trying to find. Like, it's very much a very big sized area kind of scenario that we're dealing with right here. Yeah, I guess this does just lead to where I was going. Yeah. Well, that is unfortunate, because it very much means that I have no idea where this thing could be. Provided it's not just on the path here somewhere. Like in the air there. Yeah? That makes sense. Would you put a little blue blob in someone's ear game? Maybe. Likely. Possibly. Maybe. I'd put it there, that's all I'm saying. There's plenty of room there, you know. Uh-huh. Well, I'm out of ideas. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna look it up in a second. I have no idea. This could be in literally anywhere. There is these things as well, which honestly, this wouldn't be like the weirdest place to put it either, because then you could just use those things to go all the way back up, and it would sort of, for like the chase sequence, I think that would work. But given that I haven't seen it yet, is what makes me worry that it is just somewhere that I've just walked past 100 times already, or just haven't been yet. Equally viable. It could be somewhere up here that I just haven't looked close enough yet. Because I haven't really looked around in this area that much. There was this... the gold man was here. I forget what his name is, but he's made of yellow. You know the one. Slightly translucent. Always talking about stuff. You know the one. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to throw in the towel here on this one. What is happening there? From a distance. Yeah, this is just more water. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look it up. I don't know where else to look anymore. And I kind of don't want to die, because I feel like if I die, it's going to despawn either way. So I'm trying not to just jump off a cliff randomly. Against my better judgment. Alright, be right back. Alright. I have followed the guide, and that didn't get me anywhere, so I followed another guide. But apparently, what I was missing is that over here, you have a set of stairs. From the train station, there you have one of the readers that I already went to. And then if you jump over this here rocks, in the distance you can see the thing. Maybe I would have found it eventually with enough fiddling around with the actual statue of Prometheus, but it's all good. There's a reasonable chance we don't need to do this anyway, so don't worry about it. Let's go do this chase sequence. This one is going to the other side of the universe pretty much, so this might take a minute. He's going pretty fast. Oh, hey, look at that. I hadn't found this fan before, though. Oh, look at how fast it's actually going, though. That's lovely. For once, I don't despise you. Where are you going, friend? Let me just follow you and see if you can create yet another beautiful piece of collectible for me. Yep, back down we go. No worries so far. I'm a bit worried now, but you probably know what you're doing. This doesn't seem like the most ideal path, but we'll take it. We'll take it. I would have preferred if you were just a lot closer to where we need to be, really, but that's okay. It's a chase sequence. You gotta be chasing. Are you sure? Okay. Oh, this is where the fan was. Well, or a fan was, at least. I don't... Did I even see the fan there? Hang on. Hang on. Stop for a minute, robot, or whatever chasing thing. Where is the fan here? What the hell? Is there a fan here? Well, I went up, obviously, but... How? Is all this, technically speaking, a fan? No. What? It is! Oh! What? Yeah, alright, game. Anyway. Probably should have followed. Oh, we're here. Nice. So what will this do? Yeah, it just vanished. Alright, well... That was a waste of time. Yeah, I mean, it did what it, I suppose, was one of the options, wasn't it? But, needless to say, I'm still a little bit annoyed. That's okay, though. So this is just... Oh, now I'm dead. Ah, sure. Whatever. We did it. We did it the normal way. We did it my way. I preferred my way significantly. With that, we can leave. Ay, ay, ay. What a mess. Let's go to the high plane. Seemingly the last world.
I hope Byron is still okay.
Prometheus seemed to think so. Let's hope he's trustworthy.
What a journey. That certainly could have been sped up by just not going for it, but now we know what happens. And again, this place is looking interesting. It's not a swamp. I will take that. Guys there. And that will be that. This is what we got to look forward to next time. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we're gonna walk around a foresty sort of area.
Another remarkable structure. But what can its purpose be?
Actually, I can answer this one.
Hmm.
In the Files 1K downloaded, there's a design for a launch pad for space vehicles. This is about 90% identical.
Is it functional?
I don't think so, not if the inside is like the other towers.
Wow. Imagine if it worked. Imagine if we could go up there. I mean, the stars, not the top of the tower. Although, that would be cool too.
I'll go to the top of the tower. Anyway, as I was saying, hopefully this created a checkpoint. I'm just gonna wander around here for a bit because I don't want the dialogue to repeat next time we start the video. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we are going to do whatever this place has to offer. I'm real quickly just entering puzzle number 1 just for the purposes of creating a checkpoint. There we go, that'll probably do. And I hope to see y'all there. Bye-bye.